Hey, howdy, how's it going? My name is Bennjipie, and I have not talked about XDefiant for like, what has it been, a couple days or something? And I just want to compile everything news related, my opinions, really just anything for that matter. That's just XDefiant because they're doing a lot of stuff with it right now. Now, not all of this is in perfect order. It's just sort of the way that I'm just going with it. But recently we had an XP change for primaries and secondaries, and there is like a percentage difference on, you know, how much you earn in comparison to before. They made it so that things were retroactive. So if your gun was level 50 before, it got a couple extra levels to sort of help you, but it didn't really help at all. Originally, getting to bronze, silver, and gold wasn't that difficult. It was just get to level 100 and that was it. The weapon leveling was kind of slow, but if you played one when it was a double XP weekend and you also used a booster, you could level up pretty quickly if you just played a couple games. Haven't played this on the weekend, so I wouldn't know. At least as of recently, because like this is the weekend coming up is going to be the weekend where we can finally experience the new double XP for this sort of stuff. And the reason why this change happened was because they wanted to make it so that people can earn attachments, obviously messing everything up. Instead of it being level 50, 75, 100 for bronze, silver, gold, they changed it. They made it so that it's 100, 150, I believe, and 200, somewhere around there. I think it is 100. Yeah, that's correct. I believe so. For every single like bronze, silver, gold, and it's disgusting. A thing that I don't think they really thought of that, in my opinion, doesn't really make a difference is they made it so that now anyone who earned the camos before, they keep them, but if you got to silver before and you were one level away from gold, you now have to earn like 110 or something like levels to get back to gold. It's disgusting. The one important thing is that Mark Rubin did, you know, put out a tweet pretty much saying that like they are working on it. They're going to change it. They didn't explain, you know, exactly what way they'll change it, but they are going to change it, and they've taken in feedback. This is great in my opinion because, you know, we don't see that often. There's a lot of companies out there and groups of people who make games like Activision and Call of Duty, you know, all that sort of stuff, and, you know, Treyarch and Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer. You know, there's a lot of people out there who don't like taking opinions from the people that play their game. They kind of feel like they know best, depending on who it is. You know, I'm not speaking for all of them necessarily, but there are certain, they all have their moments is really what I'm saying. But overall, it's good that this is going to be changed. Hopefully they make it so that the leveling stays the same to a degree, but at the same time make it so that the amount that is required to earn gold and stuff like that is brought back down. If they're going to be adding new mastery camos where you have to earn 50 more levels, 25 more levels, then it would make sense to put those at the 150, 125 sort of mark instead of making gold already 200. Like the increments wouldn't make sense. It would be absolutely like brain dead. But on top of things being, you know, added and changed eventually and whatnot, team deathmatch is being added, I believe as of today, as when this video comes out. And now team deathmatch, you know, everyone knows how that is. It's like Slayer. If you are someone who just plays Halo, you pretty much just run around and kill people. That's really all you do. You can experience the entire map. There's no objective that you specifically have to go towards. You could just camp the whole game. That's pretty much what team deathmatch is all about. That's what I feel like a lot of people are going to do. There's also a chance that, you know, because I can't tell the future, there's a chance that it didn't get added and there's going to be something with it. But obviously if there's nothing's really gonna, you know, we're not gonna have anything on the screen. So, and if you are not aware, XDefiant is going to be getting its first season, the very first season. Technically right now it's the preseason, which is a little odd, but first season, it's on July 2nd, which is cool. We're getting a new faction from Siege. They're called the GSK. If you don't know what Siege is, it's another Ubisoft game. Rainbow Six Siege, killing a bunch of people. Jinxie plays it. We're going to be getting 3 new maps over the course of 3 months, I believe. And when the update hits, or the new season, we'll already get 1 map. And then after that, the following, we'll get the next maps every month. We're also going to be getting a new game mode, which is Capture the Flag. Looking forward to it. We're getting some new weapons. I don't know all of them. I know that one is a sniper. I think there's a secondary like shotgun I might have seen. I don't remember exactly what it was. I might be misremembering things, but overall, really excited. I know that there's also going to be some new like mastery camos or whatever they're doing. I think it's like some purple sort of like fancy looking thing. Regardless, I'm excited that we're getting content. We need content. I honestly feel like we waited way too long. Like we should have already, in my opinion, probably should have gotten the first season already, because there isn't really much to do right now with the game, especially for a player like myself, but I'll get into my thoughts soon, don't worry. And if you have a Twitch account and a Ubisoft account, which if you play XDefiant, you definitely have a Ubisoft account, you can link them together and you can watch people who are playing XDefiant to get drops, and that's if they have it activated. But watch the drops, you can get XP boosters and camos. There's only ones for specific weeks, so the first week of the game being out, you can't get those anymore, but starting now, I don't know if it's technically the second to last week or the fourth to last. No, third to last. That's what I mean. I don't know exactly where it is. It's not the the last week of though to get it. Something they also did was nerf crouch and jump spamming. This was great, and they also talked about changing it a little bit, kind of tweaking the changes that they did for these nerfs. Overall, really like it. At the same time, I don't feel like it does enough. Bunny hopping is very obnoxious, and I do believe that if you are gonna nerf bunny hopping and the ability to jump spam, the main thing that really needs to be touched on is side to side jumping, which I'll be showing, you probably have seen it already, of the gameplay of this guy bunny hopping like 60,000 times. Very unnecessary, but the one thing that is really, like, it's something that not a lot of people point out in this clip. People jump side to side. They keep the same momentum going left to right or forward to back, and it's obnoxious. It is, I would say it's game breaking. It's not fair. It's not fun. It's nothing, like, I don't want to deal with it. And don't get me wrong, those players are good. You understand movement. They have good aim when they're jumping midair. Totally cool with that. Like, you can be good at the game, but get rid of the side to side, like keeping all of your momentum and velocity. Like, just get rid of that shit. It is very obnoxious to die to. But since I'm giving opinions already, we're getting into my thoughts on the game and sort of how I'm feeling about it. Just, me just sitting down with you guys, sitting by the fire. We're just enjoying the game for now, up until a lot of people leave and, the sweats take over. Speaking of sweats, the sweats make this game awful. I don't know what it is, but if you play 10 p.m., like 9 p.m., 8 p.m., anytime, it doesn't matter if you're Eastern, Central, whatever, you are going to run into people who are like already level 100. I've seen people who are level 167. It's disgusting. May not be exact with that 167, but people who are extremely high level. I think I'm around level 67. Maybe that's why the 167 came up. But overall, I'm not that high level in comparison to a lot of other people. There are plenty of people who are like level 20, some that are still level 8. Not everyone has a ton of time to play. Totally get it. But in this whole time of playing, I have unlocked every weapon in the game. I've completed every challenge, so I have everything. There's nothing for me to do besides just get camos and level up guns. Overall, I don't enjoy having to level up weapons to 200, so getting the gold camo right now is completely useless, especially because I only got one weapon gold, and it was the TAC 50, AX 50. I don't know what the name of the sniper is, but it's the 50 sniper. The sniper's great. I love the sniper. It's amazing. But yeah, since I feel like there's not a whole lot for regular, maybe not regular, but normal people, just normal. I'm not normal. I wouldn't say I'm stupid, but normal players don't really want to play this game every single day. I played for like 2 weeks straight, and then after that, I sort of took a break. I'd play every now and again. I get gameplay every now and again, and it's something where I just I don't feel the need to play that much anymore. Not because I don't like it, but because there's not much for me to do. And so I feel like a lot of players felt that way to begin with. They was like a week in, then already started dropping. What happens is as soon as a lot of the casuals start leaving, there's nothing for them to do. There's nothing for them to enjoy. Sweats are very apparent. And so besides it being something where 8 p.m., 12 a.m., playing at 4 a.m., the servers are really fucking terrible, or even like early morning. And by terrible, I mean it's just sweats. It's just level 100s and all this other shit. People playing in parties. The casuals don't want to play against that. It's very boring, but you just find a lot more of them. It's super obnoxious. People are always using two things. It's called the MP7 and Echelon. They can either be using Recon or the like digital ghillie suit or whatever it's called. They're using that regardless, like no matter what. It's MP7 in that every time. It is so fucking obnoxious. I can't stand it. As soon as I see someone who's using stuff like that, I leave the game because I don't fucking care enough to sit in the game and deal with that person, especially because as someone who is sniping with the M44, a really shitty sniper, a sniper that I had to put attachments together to make it so that I could potentially one-shot every single class in the game. It is terrible when someone looks at you, sees that you're aiming, and they slide jump because you shoot their like knees. Doesn't do any damage. Really fucking boring. And sometimes it doesn't even register. speaking of hit registration, there's still a bunch of times where I have issues with it. It got better. It definitely got much better, but be showing a couple clips here. I've had a few times where I've shot someone, it gives me the hit marker and it just doesn't go through at all. I've also had times, now I don't have a clip of it at the moment, but I've had times where I'm playing the cleaners. They do fire damage when their bullet hits you. My shot doesn't register, but the fire damage does. Really fucking stupid. I've never had hit registration issues with like assault rifles or anything like that to the degree of I shoot an entire clip at someone and they literally didn't take a single ounce of damage. That's never happened to me. Not saying that it doesn't though. Plenty of people have experienced that and I feel sorry for you because that is absolutely terrible. I know that it has to do with ping and crossplay and things like that, but overall it's fucking shitty. But originally, before they had updated the netcode a little bit and things like that, there were times where I would shoot someone and the first couple shots did not do anything to their health, and then eventually all of the damage started coming in. But it felt like for them shooting me, as soon as they shot me, I was already dead, and that was very obnoxious. And now there's a couple of things that I've experienced personally that not a whole lot of people can relate to, because this is a mostly PC, I would say, as an issue. Like, it's just a PC skill issue. Not that my PC can't handle it or anything like that. This has to do with NVIDIA graphics cards and using their stuff to record and clip things. Makes it so that using OBS, which is another recording software, that takes away a lot of frames from like your gameplay. If you're using your graphics card to record stuff, that's what's already displaying the game. It's sort of just recording itself. Much easier, game runs better. Awesome. XDefiant does not like it. It does not work properly with it, and it's very shoddy. Things that I've seen help, if you are someone who is curious, for some reason you somehow found this and you've been watching up until this point and you just haven't played or something like that, DirectX 12. Put that on. That's all you really need, and that's what's made it better for me. But overall, it'll be one day can't record or clip anything. It just messes up the entire game. Other days works perfectly fine. Another issue that I've had that is a glitch that I don't understand why it's been happening is randomly I'll be shooting my gun or doing anything, and then I'll die or something like that after doing an ability. I don't know exactly what causes it, but after doing it, when I spawn in, when I die and spawn again for the rest of the game, I can't do anything. Can't shoot, can't activate an ability, can't do nothing besides just walk around. I can't even sprint. I don't even think I can crouch. I think I was only able to jump. It's fucking terrible. It's annoying. I have to leave the game because I literally cannot experience the game. That's not fun. I don't think anyone enjoys that. If you did experience that before, I'm also sorry for you for that, because that shit very fucking obnoxious, because you could be having an amazing game playing against really bad players, so you're just trying to take advantage of it for the time being, and then that happens and you literally can't do anything. At first I was like, oh well, if I die, maybe I'll come back and I'll be perfectly fine. Nope, that's not fucking happening. Now overall, a lot of these issues will probably be worked on, and in season 1 a lot of these issues will probably be gone. And if not gone, they'll be at like the 90% mark. So let's hope that the game will get like to a really good state, and a lot of people come and play it again and again and again. And if you're wanting my opinion on Black Ops 6, I've given a video out for that. But overall, I'm not looking forward to the next Call of Duty. I'll probably play it with friends and I'll give a review on it, and that's it. But for XDefiant, it's free, so you can try it, and that's it. Hope you guys have a great day, night, week, month, whole rest of the year. It really doesn't matter when. Hope that's great for you guys though. See ya.